On. I think this thing's on. Welcome everybody to another Georgia Archery podcast. I'm your host, Big John Chandler. And like I said before, we're going to start doing long formed content with guests. So my guest tonight, I have watched shoot a bow for, I don't know how long. I don't know how old he is. So I think he was 14 when he shot his first tournament with a hunting bow. And I walked over to his dad and said, hey, if you get that boy a tournament bow, he'll be doing something for sure. My guest tonight is Curtis Broadnax. What's up, Curtis?
What's up?
Man, we haven't got you on. You've had multiple shoots that we get to talk about tonight. And, we're just going to run back from pretty much what you've done this year because, we haven't seen you since the beginning as a professional archer. First off, tell everybody who you shoot for, what equipment you're shooting, and who you are and how old you are. How about that? Because I couldn't remember.
So I'm Curtis Broadnax. I'm 26 years old. I shoot for Elite Archery, a big new one's Carbon Express this year, Lancaster, Screwball, tack vanes, clear target, lenses, gas bowstrings, biter knocks, bowfinger archery with their sights, bars, all that mess.
Yep.
There's some more I'm leaving out, but that's.
Of course, you'll miss them. There's no doubt about it. It's like one of those things you have to write all of those hashtags out so you have them because you have to do it so
It gets pretty tricky sometimes.
So let's start all the way back. Let's see. What was your first major shoot of the year?
First major shoot of 2026 was Rumble.
The Rumble.
Yeah.
So you went to the Rumble ASA tournament. I remember seeing you at the booth with all the other guys. And one guy didn't have his bow. But the Rumble, how did it go for you on the Rumble?
Oh, well, I did something you're not supposed to do and drop one.
You dropped one in the Rumble. So
yeah.
that put you out of the hunt. And so you got to watch the shoot down from the sidelines. So, but you went back to the lab with a pen and a pad, and you started working.
Yeah. Started working, and it's like I've been going back to the pad with a pen and paper all year,
all year long.
Yeah.
So your next shoot of the year would have been Foley, I'm assuming.
Well, after that it was Neem. Then I went to.
Oh yeah, you went to Neem. That's
then
right.
I went to Foley, and
that's right. So you went to Neem's, traveled overseas.
Neem, I dropped. I think I shot a 596, dropped 4 in quals, and then matches didn't go so hot.
Yeah. And it happens. I mean, but I tell everybody, and as a coach, right, we never lose, we learn, right?
That's right.
So that it's still an L word, but we learn what we did wrong, what we need to do right, what we need to fix, what we need to do. So now you've had 2, and France is a long travel to learn some new things. And then you come back and you shoot Lancaster.
Got Lancaster. I went from Lancaster was my first tournament with the Carbon Express arrows.
Yes. Yep. So it was announced. It was announced at Lancaster that you were now with Carbon Express.
Yep. And that shoot went okay. It didn't go as good. None of them this year has went as good as I wanted them to.
Of course.
But it went all right. But let's see, what was after Lancaster?
Went to Foley, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
You had to swap. You had to swap from indoor to go to 3D.
Yep. 3D, and the first day was rough. The second day went a lot better. I went from like 35th to 6th.
I will say you dug yourself out of a hole.
Yeah.
And then got tied for the top 5 spot, and essentially really close, and then just missed it just outside, right?
Yeah.
And so at least you're like, hey, I got that 3D bow doing what I needed to do. It's close. And
right.
then you had to turn around and switch because you had to go shoot this during 5-spot tournament.
Yep. Did that, and that didn't go so well.
but I mean, and to be honest, right? You were working on a new shot process. Be honest.
To an extent.
Yes.
To an extent. Yeah.
You're fine tuning your shot process.
That's right. That and the whole thing about this year, it's new bow year. I shot the verdict the last 3 years, and now the victor's come out, and I got mine back in November.
Yeah. Well, luckily, you got it in November because they ran left-handed first. You know, I'll be honest with you. There were some times that you didn't have a new bow through all of indoor season because they hadn't run them yet. So, I mean, kudos to the company for throwing the left-handeds out there a little early.
Sure. But yeah, no, and that's what this year's boiled down to so far.
Learning new equipment.
Every tournament, I'm learning, seeing if the changes that I've made is what's going to stick around or not. And I'm still working on that.
100%. So yeah, so you got so now you've let's see, we've done that 5-spot, and then
we have binning.
Then we have binning.
Yeah, binning.
And you were a little more prepared for the 3D shoot that time. You sort of figured out what stuck, what didn't, and fixed it, and did what?
Yeah, I ended up making the shoot off.
Making the shoot down. That's right.
Made the shoot off in 5th, and you got to go big or go home. And
100%.
Unfortunately,
fifth place is fifth place, no matter if you miss all of them, right?
Yeah.
So the only way you're going to go up is to shoot at them, and right. You did shoot at them.
I shot at every single one.
So, I mean, you did that. I mean, I'm not faulting you for that. There's no doubt in my mind. Because if, show up money's one thing, but a podium is another for sure. So, I mean, if you gotta move from the bottom up. So, it didn't hurt you one way or the other as far as the, if you had connected with all of them, then it would have been glorious. But at the same time, you didn't fall out because of it. So it wasn't no big deal. It was good to see you on the shoot down and, watched you shoot several times on the shoot down. It was just cool that you made it. So it's like, hey, we've inched forward back to where, we can make the top 5, get in the game and play the game. And then you have to turn around and switch to freaking 27s. Indoor again. Vegas in March.
Yep.
Vegas has always been February for a zillion years, roughly. I mean, somewhere in the before the Super Bowl or after the Super Bowl, it's always been right there at it.
Yep.
And now we're in March. New location for the second year. So things have changed, this, that, and the other. And this is I can't remember, pro.
This is probably, I think this was like my ninth year shooting in the
professional,
men's championship.
True men's championship. Because you shot youth.
10th.
Yeah, you shot youth championship. I guess it was the first year that they had the championship youth division.
Yeah.
Yep.
This was the 10th year.
Yep. So, so 9 years in the pro division, and guess what? You make the cut.
I did. I finally got the monkey off my back in Vegas to shoot a 900.
That's right.
The sad part is it's not necessarily that hard to do. It's just so overhyped.
I'm glad you said that it wasn't that hard to do, because all these people that are watching this video goes, you sorry crack. I've been shooting bows for 25 years and I ain't never shot 300. And you said, it's not that easy to do. My God.
I didn't mean it that way. You know what I mean?
It's not that. Look, I'm gonna have to cut that as a meme. It's not that hard to shoot a freaking 900 in Vegas. So 20. Well, honestly, it's not as hard as it used to be.
Because definitely not.
10 years prior, at the 50th, I was there when was it Pangio was the lucky dog.
Lucky dog, and he won.
And won. And there were 5 in the shoot-off. 5.
That's all it was?
5. 1 lucky dog and 4 clean rounds. 5. 10.
There was just that many.
10 years. And now we're at what, 23?
No, there was 30. There was 33.
33. And then a lucky dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the place is phenomenal. It's a gorgeous place. The Planet Hollywood, Planet Live is a beautiful facility. A beautiful place to shoot. But when you have that many people, you have to shoot top and bottom. Right?
Yep.
And so everybody has to move off and everybody has to move in. So honestly, I thought it was great because, Steve Anderson did the commentary for the video if you watch it. And like he said, it used to take almost an hour to call arrows because they had 3 people to call each arrow. And I'm gonna throw him under the bus. That is the Rio rule, if you want to know the truth. Rio Wild had called for a second judge and a third judge back when, to look at his arrow. So now you can call a second judge if you are not sure. But, what the judge says goes. So you don't have to have 3 judges every time to look at an arrow, which takes a whole lot less time to call arrows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's three judges would take a while.
But especially at 33 freaking people, 34 people on the stage. Oh my God, we'd have been 2 hours in waiting to watch the second round.
Yeah, well, I absolutely hate the fact that you have to, when you're up there and you're shooting the 2 lines, there's not enough room on stage to do anything.
Move off,
so
come back.
You have to walk off, then you have to walk back. And like that, all of that mess, it sucks. It really does.
For sure. And I understand that. I mean, you got to, it's a rhythm, right? And a process. But you did well. There's no doubt in my mind that you first off, anybody who's made the cut, hats off to them. Yes, the cut is easy to do more than it used to be. I'm gonna get it. But it's 4,000 people and there were less than 100 shot 900s. So it's not easy to do, Curtis.
But I'm just talking about the principle of shooting the 900 itself.
Was the point
without the whole Vegas?
Oh, but the Vegas pressure changes the world.
Yeah. There's
no doubt about it. You can't tell me that when you walk into that building, the feeling is different.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a lot. Being at the South Point in the arena, I feel like in that arena there was a lot more pressure than there is at that new location. Because you're because you're not below everybody. You know what I mean?
You're not in the stadium.
In the arena itself. Yeah, you're just in a room.
Now you're on stage.
Well, no. I'm talking about for your 900 round in itself.
Oh yeah, because you're just in a spot. You're
just in a room. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's what happens when you do this a bunch.
Overheated.
Yep, it's okay. Everybody can hear me. You just keep talking. We'll keep talking. Look, you know what we missed?
What?
You went to Kings of Archery.
I did go to Kings. Kings back in November, and I shot at 900 there too.
There you go. So that's what I thought of. I was like, man, wait a minute. We missed Kings, and I know for a fact that he shot well at Kings.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I ended up finishing 5th there, and there was, I think, 17 of us that cleaned it.
Yeah.
So
you went to Vegas, made the cut. While we're talking about judges and 3 people and so forth, one of your shooting buddies, one of your travel buddies,
Robert Householder,
happens to shoot no offense, Curtis, but this brand. And it's pink and it's freaking gorgeous. There's no doubt.
Bismol.
Yep. So I like it. I can't bring myself to order one, but I sure like it.
Wait, you like it, but you can't bring yourself.
That's right. I just can't bring myself to shoot one, but I do like it. There's no doubt about it. But my color's green, as you can see, Georgia Archery green, whatever, and I own a green and a blue one, so I'm good. But he had like I said, no longer 3 judges looking at targets, 1 person judging targets. And he had 2 that were questionable, maybe 1 that was real questionable. And it distracted the judges from the other one that really wasn't as questionable. And they called him a 30.
Yeah, so we were shooting on targets, relatively close to one another, like a bail
Yeah.
from one another. And the top arrow was the one that I believe Andy's the judge.
Yep, Andy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was looking at the top arrow and didn't even look at the bottom right one. I don't think he just overlooked it, I suppose. But the top arrow was questionable, but it was definitely in. Like it was in back at the back where we were standing at, shooting from. And I guess Andy just didn't look low right, and seen it. And Robert said, I think I should tell somebody that. He was telling me, he's like, I think I should say something because that bottom right one's not in.
Exactly.
And so he ended up.
So if you watch, so if you watch the podcast, he walks over and tells you why they're calling out in and outs. Yeah. He's like, that's not right. And then he walks over to Braden, and you can read him now. You can see him say, hey, that's not right. Something's not right. And everybody, he gets to the end, and then he says, oh, wait a minute, stop. He stops them, calls it and says, hey, y'all need to look at that again. Golly, I tell you, that's what happens oh my goodness gracious. I should have let this thing cool down. But it's all right.
That's all right. But yeah, no, I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, he did the right thing because
for sure.
You either get it or you don't, and you don't want to get there the way that, it's just bad karma,
For sure. Yep.
It'll come back and bite you,
Oh, for sure. And I tell you,
especially like, let's just say I were to have done that and then magically end up winning the tournament.
Oh yeah, everybody and their brother would have said something.
Well, not only that, but you never would have really truly felt like you won because you didn't.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, hold on 1 second. You keep talking. Tell me, what round did you go out in? And
I went out in so we did the Big Ten. So the third in is when I went out. So I ended up, I don't know, I think I finished 15th or something. Somewhere in there, roughly. I don't know. So a bunch of people went out. Like I think only like 3 people went out on the Big Ten, but then a bunch of people went out the first inner 10, and then I went out the second inner 10.
Yeah, I mean you it's funny. I mean, not funny, but it's funny that when you went out, a lot of people went out. So it wasn't like the first couple of rounds it was the 1, the 2. But there was a bunch that went out on your round.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't long. Yeah, they didn't run many rounds after that, which I was surprised.
No, and they got to they did the 1.5 centimeter X-ring, change. They did 3 ends of regular, then they did 5 ends of 1.5.
1.5. Yep.
And then when they went to the 1, I don't think it was. What was it? 2 or 3 ends?
Yeah, if that.
And then,
so I mean, the thing about it is the girls went to the 1.5 first.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there was a lot of first in that Vegas. First of the most girls that's ever shot a 900. The most guys who's ever shot a 900 in the pro class. the first girl to ever shoot a 30X.
Yep.
The first guy to ever shoot a 90X.
Yep.
I will say there's this other guy that has shot more Vegas rounds than anybody that I know. Terry Ragsdale has shot 1,200 straight.
Oh, really?
But there were 10 rings. They didn't score X's.
Oh, gotcha.
He was the first person to ever shoot a 900 in Vegas.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, Terry's a, Terry and Michelle were phenomenal, but
yeah. How many times did he
win?
Well, how many times did he shoot a 900?
I would
win. How many times did he win?
I think it's 6.
6 times.
But
the most.
But you got to remember that when he first started, it was a 600 round to win.
Oh, sure.
But they went all the way to 1,200 round one time. So
why did they quit doing the 1,200? It was just too much.
But it's 10 ring, Big 10. I mean, but equipment changed, things. I mean, I'm trying to get Terry on here because he's just. I think that you need to know where archery comes from to know where we've been, right?
Sure.
He is definitely one of those guys. I love watching him and his brother on Facebook talk about different archery because, I mean, if anybody watched, I posted a whole lot of in and out pictures this week of 3D targets, and the comments have been ridiculous, but it's a whole lot of fun. It's pulling the line. Exactly. But let's get back to let's see where we're at. We done went to Benning. We went to Vegas.
Yeah, went to Benning, Vegas.
Then you had to shoot that darn 5 spot. Because you done finished it, you done shot to Vegas, and then you was getting ready to go shoot this 50-meter round.
Gator Cup. Yeah.
You went to Gator Cup.
I did. Just got back from it.
That's right, and it's a turn and burn, right? You have to go to Gator Cup to do your thing, and then turn around and Minden this weekend, right?
I mean, not tomorrow, Wednesday.
Wednesday. You leave Wednesday to go to Gator Cup. So, to Minden. Yeah. So it's a turn and burn for you.
Yeah.
But, so let's talk about Gator Cup. I mean, you last year, you made the USAT. You traveled for the USAT team. And this year, there was another guy that just inched you out a little bit. Yep. And so... and he's shooting pretty good too, no doubt about it. He does shoot one of those. Anyway, I have to be a smart butt. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. But Gator Cup, you go down, you work hard, get your bow right, go down, and this is the first 50-meter of the year for you.
Yeah, and I'm limited with my practice too, or with where I'm able to practice at, because I just practice in my backyard. And so it really hinders me for practicing in the wide open, practicing in wind.
Yeah, because Gator Cup's always going to blow.
Yeah, and surprisingly, it wasn't that windy this time.
Oh, it couldn't have been. Not after looking at scores. But we'll get into that for a minute. Yeah. But you had to turn, you had to get your bow, you had to get it right, get it doing what you want to do. And this is the first time that you've hooked the new bow into this circumstance. So 50-meter, trying to get it the way you want it, that kind of thing. And yeah, you have to learn it, right? It's just like anything else. You learn new equipment. But you felt like you were pretty close to ready.
Yeah.
And
yep, go ahead.
And you had to pull the trailer for your new sponsor.
Yep.
Carbon Express, all the way down to the tournament. And so how was the practice day? How about that?
The practice day was all right. I was really tired. I didn't get much sleep that night from trying to get my bow right and then packing that night. I think I only got like 3.5 hours sleep. So
of course,
but yeah. it went all right. playing with weights a little bit because it was a little breezy that afternoon. And then going into qualifications, I shot a 709, which it should have been more. It definitely should have been more. I left a lot out on the table. wasn't aiming in the best in the world, and then
still learning the bow.
Still learning the bow, and then
but let's gotta back it up, because your fellow teammate on your arrow company,
oh yeah, Jimmy,
shoots a new world record.
Yep, he did.
My God.
719.
Oh my goodness. And I would have never thought that would have happened at Gator Cup, honestly. I mean, I've been there a zillion times. You know that. I mean, I've sat there and watched you shoot your bow and watched everybody else shoot their bow, because it usually swirls so bad that 1 minute
it crosses, it goes back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 1 minute you have to aim on the left side, 1 minute you have to aim on the right side to stay in the middle. I would have never, I mean, in a million years, would have never thought that the world record would have been beat at Gator Cup.
Me either.
There's no doubt about it. So Jimmy now holds the new world record, and the only thing that can beat it is perfect.
Hey, and if you want some Nano Pro RZs, which is what he shot, let me know.
Well, that's the point. Like, that's the whole point. We talked about all the companies that you represent, right?
Yeah.
But that is a feather in the cap of Carbon Express from coming back from, we're not going to sponsor archers no more. You know, we're not going to do competition archery no more, to come back and go, okay, we're going to pick the right people, put it in the right hands, and let them, show what this arrow can do.
Yep.
There's no doubt about it. Because you shot them in the past. I mean, you shot them when you were younger. I remember you shooting the Nanos way back when. I don't know. Do you have a world medal off of one of them in the youth division? I think you do. No?
No, not off the Nanos.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I knew it was close because you shot them for a while, and then you shot some other brands. I mean, it is what it is. So people don't understand.
Wait, I do.
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought this was the first one.
It's Spain.
That's what I thought.
And then the indoor worlds, I was shooting X-Busters.
See?
Indoor world champs.
Indoor worlds in Yankton.
Yeah.
I remember. Anyway. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I thought you had them in the past. So, you shot them in the past, shot them pretty well. And then you're shooting them again and liking them. You're not, the arrow itself is shooting good.
Yeah, and they're getting the ball rolling, trying to get it to where they can get product in people's hands, and that sort of thing, get finished product out in people's hands. And
well, it's like there's other companies that've done the same thing, a big change and a big doing, and it takes time to roll out. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
But I just didn't want to just glass over old Jimmy pounding those X's out. So
that was good shooting, man.
I don't care who you are. He was good shooting. And you said you qualified fifth, right? Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, fifth with a 709.
709. But the thing about it is all right, let's just go about who was first.
You had Jimmy. You had Mikey at a 716. You had Louis Price at a 715.
Yep.
Kyle was at a 714.
14. And then you dropped down to ninth.
Yep. I was at a 09.
With
more at 09, and Braden Guillotine was at 09.
Yep. And you happened to room with Stefan all weekend, right?
I did.
Stefan, Steven, depending on who you ask, right?
Yeah.
So, the names you just called out are some of the best in the business, period. It just is what it is. So let's not glass over it that you were, I was freaking fifth. No, you were fifth with some of the hardest names in the business. So congratulations on that.
I appreciate it.
We're not going to talk about, Never mind.
A fun fact though. So my world ranking before Mexico, I haven't looked since Mexico.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I was, which I still will be. But I moved up to 11th after Vegas.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Because the indoor world championship stuff,
Yep.
They use that as a mover. So,
Yep.
yeah, congratulations on that. Because I mean, you have moved up that list and not really moved down that list. Does that make sense? Like since your name's been on it, you've slowly, and then some have been some major jumps, and then some, But that top 10 in the world is not easy. Period. I don't care who you are. I mean, it's not easy. So, to get that close so far, and you'll probably be there when you finish, as long as, I know what you have planned to shoot. And so you're definitely, it's not like you're not going to have a chance to move that number forward. So.
Sure. Well, just think, so last year, before I started last year, I was like 250th.
That's right.
Yep. It's a big
jump.
Definitely a big jump. Yeah.
That's right. But you understand what you have to do to get there.
Yeah.
That world ranking is not easy because of not that the shooting is not easy as much as it is travel and commitment and to be able to, get into that spot. So,
yeah.
And I remember when Steve Anderson, I don't know if you know Big Cat as much as I, but I remember, he ran on that circuit for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
But the point being is once you get there, you're traveling, you're doing, so then it just maintains your, running score. So once you get there, it's not, somebody's got to come in there and knock you off,
Yeah, I think it's like two years.
Yeah.
And it's a revolving thing on a 2-year cycle, I think.
Yeah. And we talked about it before when you was trying for it. I was like, hey, you got to do this for friggin' 2 years. You got to be in it to get there, so it's just is what it is. But so let's just, Gator Cup, qualified 5th, went into, I don't know if you didn't sleep good, if the bow just didn't hold good, but you didn't shoot good in matches.
No, I didn't.
You got one under your belt and it didn't make.
Yeah, so I wasn't, and even in qualification, I wasn't aiming that good. I just got away with a lot, and in the match, the little bit of added nerves that was there. Yeah, there wasn't much, but it was the first match of the day, so.
Oh yeah. Had
a little, and I wasn't aiming good then.
And honestly, your competitor had nothing to lose.
No, absolutely.
He was ranked a lot lower than you. Yep. And so he's like, I'm going for it or bust. And so, yep. And that's what happens in matches. Yep. I've heard Paige talk about it. I've heard several people talk about it. If somebody gets hot one time, right, they could beat the number 1, number 2, number 3 easy. But the next time they just fall on their face. Because they're done. It's like, hey, I did my job. I was the upset, and then usually the upset doesn't make it all the way through. There's no doubt about it. And what qualified number 1, number 2 is who finished first and second in your class. Yep.
And usually somebody like
fourth or fifth.
Jimmy by no means, but like. Or nothing against him, but like usually the people who shoot really good in qualification, they never end up winning the tournament.
No, for sure, because people train for 3 arrows.
Yeah,
they don't train for 6, and the 4 or 5 mistakes that can happen in 72 arrows, right, can be glossed over, but not with 3 arrows at a time.
Sure.
So if you have those 5 or 6 uh-ohs, that don't throw you so bad. But when it comes time to 3 arrows match, I remember for the longest time when they didn't used to they just took where you finished. They didn't take your qualifying into account for your numbers. I would train the kids to shoot 3 arrows. I don't care as long as you make the cut, right?
You talking about for ranking?
Yeah, so as long as you made the cut, You hit the top 32, it doesn't matter. But you can shoot them 3 arrows in the center. That's what mattered. So you can move yourself through from 15th to first or second or third and hit the podium, and your numbers jumped ecstatically. Yeah. And so then they said, oh, wait a minute, we got to take into effect your qualifying and your arrow average and your whatever. So then it makes it a little different. But for the longest time, I don't know if you remember, this was pre-you, but Red Team, that was their focus was just make the show. And Koreans did the same thing. They would qualify in the 15th to 25th range in the recurve division, wouldn't be in the top whatever, but they always finished in the top because they could shoot them 3 arrows matches better than anybody else. So, but yeah, that's the cool part about it is that now, it's an arrow average. And where they take all of it into effect. So it's not like you can just train from one part or the other part. You got to do a little bit of all of it.
That's right. So the arrow average is based off just matches too.
Matches, that's right. Yeah. So that's the difference, is that it makes a difference in your arrow average. So
Oh, you got to be on it all weekend.
All weekend, yep. You got to do it all. So. No doubt about it. Congratulations to first, second, third in Gator Cup. First and second were qualified first and second. And they just switched places on the match. I watched it. It was played on YouTube, so you can watch it. I didn't see the bronze medal matches, but but you came home. And all you've done is get the 3D bow back into shooting shape.
Yeah. Trying a different arrow this weekend. Gonna try some Tank 27s. Going from I was using the Maxima XL 25s. But I decided I want to try these old Tank 27s out and see how they do.
Well, it is a Carbon Express arrow, so Minden, how's your luck been in Minden?
So Minden was my first ever known pro win back a few years ago.
Yep.
So hopefully we can do it again.
Yep. So that's what I knew that was your first win. That's why I teed that up for you. Mm-hmm. I hope you do well. I hope to see you in the shoot down. First off, you gotta make the show, right? And that's what I tell everybody. First, they gotta make the show, and then after that, it's all it's Katie bar to the door. If you're in 5th, you just got to shoot at all of them, even if you're not shooting as good as you want to. And then the other guy, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'd want to go in first. You've been there, in the first slot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'd want to be the chaser. I don't want to be the defender. You know what I mean? Because you have this, I need to protect spot in my mind. Don't get me wrong. I'm just telling you what I would think. It would be like, oh, look at that. We lost you. Where did you go? Oh, Lord. We lost him. Where did Curtis go? I bet he didn't have his phone plugged in. Let's see if he shows back up. All right. Let's start back over. Minden, first time you won. Let's go. Technical difficulties have got us back in the hunt here, and we're back with Curtis. I will put one of those.
I didn't do it. Those guys.
Oh my goodness, dude. So we're going to Minden. You worked on your bow. You got a new arrow, or an old arrow that you're gonna revive.
Yep.
And tank.
Yep, Tank 27s. I've got some to try. I'm just trying things, trying to see if I can get something to work a little better, and going with the knowledge of what I know from last weekend. I made some stabilization changes that we're gonna see if they end up paying off or not.
Hey,
who knows? Tomorrow when I get my bow, I might not like it. Might go back.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's go or go home, right? I mean, we just talked about it. You're sitting in how do I want to say this? The best in the business, right? Yep. You play with the best in the business.
Yep.
And nobody remembers who finished second or third, fourth, fifth, seventh. They don't.
No, it's all about winning to me, anyways. You know,
yeah.
And the money doesn't mean anything. It's just about like that's. I don't think about that when I'm shooting. I'm there to win. That's all I want to do is win.
All I want to do is win, no matter what. I hear you.
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm big on changing stuff. Like I'm a big
who are you telling?
Look, if trying something out could get me better,
exactly,
I'm down for it.
100%. There's no reason not to try, right?
Only problem is 99% of the time I'm in a frenzy before every tournament trying to get my setup working right again.
Witnessed. I have witnessed this a million times. Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah,
that's just something I do, man. I can't help.
It's signature Curtis Broadnax, big time, for sure. But yeah, I mean, and look, we're recording this on Monday evening, and you're leaving on Wednesday, and you're not 100% positive what area you're going to shoot or what poundage you're going to shoot or what draw length you're going to shoot. I mean, it is what it is. The funny part is, we're going to look back on this after the thing and be like, yep, he made the right decision, or, well, that sucked.
It didn't work.
But, I mean, that's the good, I mean, like you said, money's not the thing. It's not, money's not driving it. It's the win, right? It's the, 100%. You got to make yourself better. I mean,
100%, because there's no doubt in my mind that I'm not, like, there's no doubt in my mind. I know that I'm better than all the guys I'm shooting, or I can be.
Yeah. You're as good, if not better, than all of them.
And I just got to put the pieces together to make it to where the bow works with me and the whole setup works with me and allows me to get there.
Well, that was what one of the things listening to a podcast with Michael Braden is. Yep. He's like, I've settled for second best too many times, and now he's in the senior class, and there's no regrets there for, making a change and trying it,
Okay.
Versus now, however many years later, if he goes, God, if I had just done this, if I had not been scarred and went ahead and just done it,
Yeah.
So
the cool thing about moving or about changing stuff and trying is when you're doing it, you're learning what does and what don't work, and you're learning the in between.
Sure.
all the nit and gritty stuff that you wouldn't know if you didn't try it. You wouldn't say, oh, well, I need to do this, or I have this problem going on. Well, I did this, however long ago. I need to do this again on this bow.
Yep.
Yeah. It's all about learning and like I said, I definitely am one, like, if I didn't shoot good, I would definitely 110% blame myself like that.
Yeah.
I would blame myself.
Yep.
But it's all about getting your equipment to work with.
Yeah, it's got to be forgiving for you.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not a brand thing. It's how you shoot a bow. versus you have to make that bow work for you. It doesn't make a darn what bow it is. We have found that out with other companies. I mean, other people who switched bows. Some bows just worked better for them. Some bows didn't, and it took them a little bit to get it fixed. And sometimes it's right and sometimes it's wrong, but it takes a minute. Nobody remembers those failures. There's no doubt in my mind. You can't go back and tell me how many times Michael Jordan lost. Nobody has that number, but they remember who Michael Jordan is, right?
They remember the things that he did.
Yeah, exactly. They don't like Jeff Hopkins is a name that, I call him the Earnhardt of archery. 7-time world champion. He did things that nobody else could do at that time. And then this little young kid comes along named Levi and, says, well, I can do it 7. I can do it 8, 9, 10, 11, And then for 15 years, it's only been 2 people in the pro class that have gotten top place. 1 or 2 people. Everybody knows those 2 guys' names. But they don't remember how many times they didn't make the shoot down or how many times they, failed at the shoot down. But they remember those wins, So, it is what it is. I remember Jack Wallace. I love Jack, real well. And I remember Jack Wallace could be he could be in first. And the next month at the next shoot, he could be in 31st. Right. He was a go or go home guy. Sure. And he said, and this is his words, is that I had to learn to play the game. Because I felt like if I could see it, I could hit it. And you remember, those days, that, and maturity comes into effect and, there's more to it than just shooting your bow. Mental, physical.
And mental game is a lot.
100%.
Mental game is a lot. It's 90% mental.
Yeah.
You have to be able to shoot well, but being able to be up there and like going back to Vegas, for example, right?
Yep.
Vegas takes a lot of mental side to keep
anybody can stand at 20 yards and hit the middle. Anybody.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. I watched some of the littlest kids in the world hit the middle at 20 yards. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they can do it 90 times in a row. So, yeah, it's mental. Because if you start thinking about it, that's the end of that. If you think about what that arrow cost you or what that arrow could cost you, you're done. You might as well sit down,
Yep.
So you have to learn to mentally take that all out of the equation and just say, hey, I make this first shot like I did the last shot and make the last shot like I did the first shot. And it's just, continuation. 3D, on the other hand, is a little different. Mentally, it's a little different because it's more challenging. Yes, me and you hit that rangefinder, know the number, roll our spot, shoot it, right? We have to execute a perfect shot every time. So then it goes back to the indoor, right? You got to hold it. You got to point it. You got to make sure it settles. You got to make sure it does, and you got to execute the perfect shot. The other guy who judges yardage still has to have their number right. If they don't have their number right, they can miss the whole target. But that's a different monster. It's a different way to play that game. I know you haven't played that game, but that game is harder mentally. I'm positive. Let me tell you why. Because I have to mentally go, I'm 100% fact that's a 47-yard shot. And I ain't seen a number yet except in my head. And I have to execute it on that 12 like I had hit it with a rangefinder.
Yeah, but what about the whole aspect of? Yeah, but you're not necessarily expecting to hit it though.
Oh yeah.
You're hoping
yeah. No. I'm 100%. When I execute the shot, if I point it on the 12, I expect to hit the 12. Now, what you're talking about is I'm between yardages. It could be 46, or it could be 48, or it could be, because I'm just saying for y'all shoot 50, but like the other guys that shoot, it could be 42 or 44, right? I know it's not 45, it's a little short, but I'm not sure where it sits. So I'm going to hold IBO. And if I'm short, I'm going to hit the lower. And if I'm high, I'm going to stay in the 10 ring.
But isn't that like 99% of the target?
Is it? Is it? It's not. And that's the difference between, and I mean, that's a discussion in itself, known versus unknown. I mean, it really is. You know that. I mean, we've talked about it before.
My whole thing is, you drive down the interstate, and there's these giant signs that say click it or ticket, so I just keep clicking it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, and I'm not faulting you for it. I've shot the first ever all known class in ASA. I shot the first year. When they put the known 45 class was the first class that was all known. I shot it that year. Guess how many people shot?
That year? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably 200 and something.
26.
That's it?
Yes.
Man, I remember when I first started shooting, and it was open sea, and that was all known.
Yep.
But then the year after that, they changed it to named it Known 40.
That's right.
And I think there were some ASAs that had like
half
people.
Yes.
The known class.
Yes.
It was insane.
So that's what I'm telling you. Like open sea, when I shot it, was all guessing. And then they went to half and half on C.
Yeah.
And then the B ended up half and half, and C went all known. But the thing about it is if you won in the top 3 in C, you were out. There was no running C for the year. C was a beginner class until you won a certain $300, I think is what it was when I shot. And that was pretty easy to get. But I shot the first known 45, which was the first class that was actually known. And I looked like I was ridiculed. Oh my God. ASA is known. It's all been unknown. It's all about judging yardage. And this is blasphemy and this is stupid and whatever. And here we are, however many years later. And there's not but a few classes that are unknown.
Yeah. So back when the known really blew up, that you'd have easily double the people in the known classes that you would in the unknown.
For sure.
Then now everything's it's went down.
It's equaled. Yep.
Yeah, close to. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll tell you like this, and that's where what your observation comes into play. I'm not a 46 up shooter.
No.
Just not. I can't do it judging or non-judging.
Yeah.
I don't hold well enough. Right? I don't execute well enough. I'm an old guy. So I could go back to judging yardage and maybe shoot even or 4 up, and I'm on the podium.
Yeah.
In today's time.
100%.
Not saying that I'm going to go do that, but there's a lot of guys who go, I can't compete with that guy. I go back to judging yardage and then play the other game. And we've had some people that have played both sides of Chance Bobov has done on both sides, right? He's been successful at the known and the unknown game. He really has. And to ask him which one he likes better, he said it's a different mindset. Both of them are different mindsets, right? You got to, you can pad your numbers, but you don't pad your numbers. You hit a rangefinder and you go, oh, I got, I got to hold it on it and shoot it. So with the known distance, it's about a shot execution, nothing else really.
Yep.
And then with unknown, it's not only shot execution, because you got to still make a good shot. I mean, if you don't make a good shot, you hit a 5 or miss or whatever. I mean, you got to make a good shot, but you got to have a number and you got to be close.
Yeah, and like the known stuff, like it's I mean, archery's doesn't come to this, but like you have to hit everything. Like archery's done got to the point to where all the equipment's done gotten so good that you have to hit everything you shoot at if you're shooting at anything where you know the distance, especially. For
sure. I mean, you got to hit it.
I mean, if you look at the example of Bodie 90Xs in Vegas, like not only a 900 but 90Xs.
90Xs, that's right.
Archery's come a long way.
For sure. And that's what I tell, like, we've talked about Terry Ragsdale. If as good of an archer as he was to win as much as he did, right?
Yep.
What would happen if he had the equipment that we have today? And to be a young man, oh my God, So I always look at that, and I'm not taking anything away from all the new, young, very good archers, but those guys worked 16 times harder to get close to the same scores that you're taking out today. Sure. Because bows didn't, they wasn't as efficient. String material wasn't as good. It was just a whole lot of the person itself is who had to execute the bow that time, It really was. So now the equipment is getting closer. So, I competed to NASCAR. All of them have to fit the mold, right? So they all, no matter what brand it is, it's got to sort of fit a mold. And that's where we're at in archery, is all of them are at this point. If you're not at this point, you're not playing the game, right? I mean, they're all of the brands have moved themselves up to be competitive.
Oh, yeah.
Because, string material is one thing I think personally that has made one of the biggest differences. And then, limb orientation, right? Like we shot 42-inch bows, 46-inch bows, 48-inch bows. Their guys now can shoot 30-inch bows and get the same performance that we used to out of the other bows. We shot 6.5-inch overdraws.
Get more speed.
trying to get speed. I mean, I killed a truckload of deer at 268 feet per second.
268.
268.
But there's a lot of guys out there now are going to kids. A lot of companies are making it, but they're making super heavy arrows with heavy inserts and all that mess and
front of center.
Yeah, but people are wanting, they think it takes some people out there think it takes a 500 to 650 grain arrow to kill an animal, So they're not shooting that fast.
They're definitely not shooting that fast.
No.
But you don't kill Georgia deer anyway. You go to Ohio.
Yeah, a deer, man. It's one of the same. A little bigger, body. Well, I don't know. Georgia's bodies have gotten a lot bigger.
Well, yeah, I'm not knocking that,
Yeah.
but you're still blowing through. It's not shooting an elk or a moose or a caribou. I mean, it's not a big animal per se.
It ain't.
So we
don't. I keep yawning.
That's all right. I mean, that's what happens when you burn the candle at both ends, for sure. But yeah, I appreciate, we've been trying to get caught up with you. I hope that you go to Minden. I hope to see you in the show.
Oh yeah, man. I hope I'm there too. I want to put on a show for you.
That's right. We like to look at the show. I got to do some business. Let's
Raffle.
see. Yes. So you can win a set of custom gas bowstrings, the Mossy Oak, 1 of 500, I think is what it is. So $20 a ticket. You can go to the website for more info. You can scan the QR code right there, and you can chance to win that set of strings. There is some constellation prizes. Everybody always asks me, is it just a one and done? No. There's all of my sponsors have gave hats and shirts and some other stuff. So what's going to happen is the first drawing, I'm going to draw for the strings, and then everybody else I'm going to draw for the other prizes. You can find us.
Yes.
Yep. You get fueled up. You can find us anywhere and everywhere there is social media. So you can find us on Instagram, Snappy Chats, TikToks, YouTube, anywhere, Facebook. Please make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. If there's something you want us to talk about or someone you want us to talk to, send me an email, info@georgiaarchery.com. If you're listening to this and not watching this on you ride down the road and you listen to it, it's on your favorite, podcast app. Leave a comment. Just says, hey man, it was great, whatever. All of that information helps us grow. And it, more than for sure. But yeah, I have to do a little business. You know how it is. Talk about who, yonder, and everywhere. We started with your sponsors. My sponsors are hanging on the wall, as you can see. So
yeah, I'm in the office in here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we went to the other spot you sit in, it's got all the checks hanging behind you.
It does.
So,
it does.
yeah.
But hey, that area's a mess right now.
I bet. That's when you turn in and burn in, it's a lot of mess, right? I mean, it is what it is.
Scrambles.
For sure. I mean, you go from one end to the other. And then when you, so I hate to put you on the spot, but what color bow? What color bow did you shoot this weekend?
Green.
What color bow you shooting this next weekend?
Red.
And what color bow you gonna shoot the next weekend?
I don't even know what the next tournament is.
I don't either.
It's a few weeks away. That's why I don't know.
So you're gonna shoot the red one this weekend?
Yeah, red. Red 70. I got 74 pounds in it.
That's the 3D bow.
That is the 3D bow.
That's what you've been shooting. That's what and then you have a green bow.
I have a green bow. I got another red 60 pounder.
You have a red 60 pounder that you and her have not got along very well.
No.
So, and the only reason I mentioned that, Curtis, is because there's a lot of people who always say, well, they all get all their bows. They can just do what they want to. Do you understand that and you understand, you could set the bow exactly the same measurement to measurement to measurement and then go outside and then one works and one doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And one will, there's two things to that. One will give you a different feeling than the other. Mm-hmm. Just whether it's the drawing, the D-loop, how even it comes to how you how the string touches your corner of your mouth with how the serving is. It's 100%. It's all different, and that's one part. The other part is the fact that you go outside and you go to shoot, and you can get one bow, it'll group like crazy, right? Just shooting tight wads, and then you get the other bow, and you can't hit the broadside of a barn with it. You're like, what is going on? And you can do everything you can think of, and it still won't work.
Exactly. I just, because there's guys that, are a one bow guy. I was that way when I first started. I took one bow and I shoot indoor, outdoor, 3D, field, the whole 9 yards. I just swap. And yes, I had a rest that swapped, made it easier, that kind of thing. Before I had to retune and do. And so everybody goes, oh, they got every bow for every job. I'm like, no, it's not that way, because just because they got that bow doesn't mean that's the bow that's going to work, you know?
No, it's not. And, you know, you got to tinker with it, though, man. You got to tinker. And you got to go through the process of tuning if you know what you're doing. You know, you got to.
Well, I know for a fact I watched you grow, because I mean, like I said, I watched you shoot your first tournament, and I watched you've matured, just, you know, mentally and physically, and also in tuning, right?
Yep.
And you learn, you know, because I remember when it was like, I don't touch my bow, they touch my bow. You were the driver, right? And
Yep.
you were the NASCAR driver that didn't know, you know, you just had to tell me what it needed, and we would do it, right? And then you started learning how what we did to make it do that, and then you started, okay, I'm gonna try to tie a D loop. Okay, now I'm gonna try to time a bow. But I mean, you got to remember, I mean, you went from, and that's the part that people don't get, is that you started at the same place everybody else started.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you how much I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it so much to where I would use the balancer to balance my bow for me.
Yeah, you stick in that little machine and it looked right. Oh, that's got to be it, right?
Yeah.
And then you would set your first, second, and third axis off of just level.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what happens, right? We mature in everything we do. And so that's the same thing as everybody. And that's what, you know, like all the pros get, like when you say I'm tinkering or I'm turning, right? You know what a good bow feels like. You've done it enough. So, and then when you say, hey, I'm changing my draw length, you may be changing your draw length 1/16 of an inch.
Or less.
Yeah,
less.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so something that's not in the adjustment of whatever, you know, a half a twist in one cable, a half a twist in a string, one strand pulled on the other side of the peep, you know, those minor things that the average Joe just picks up their bow and shoots, right? I mean, that's when you say you're tinkering and you're turning and you're doing, I don't think that you're, you know, now there's been times that you take the whole bow apart, put it back together, you know, but as a norm, when you're saying you're tinkering and doing, it's minimal. It's like you're trying to find that you know, 1/16, that, you know, that's going to make the difference. So people, you know,
for the most part, and you know, something like things that people don't realize is like a lot of people don't realize how important your D-loop length is in comparison to your draw length, because D-loop length doesn't. A lot of people think that D-loop length like will change your draw length, but it doesn't. It changes your face contact to your hand contact when you release.
Well, it's, if somebody wants to talk about draw length is tip your nose, corner your smile to your hand. That's what true, but your overall draw length has to do with where you anchor, where you put, where, you know, those type of things. And the D loop is what fixes that.
Correct.
Because there are guys who have a D loop that's this long, and then there's some guys that have D loops that are about that long, right?
You
know, and so, yeah, it's all about where you want to put your, in an 1/8 inch, a 1/16 inch, I don't know, 30 seconds. Yeah. Makes a difference in either you're holding in it or under it or over it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you go to put a D-loop on, you better put the same exact length on, or it ain't going to feel the same.
Or it definitely won't feel the same. But, you know, the difference between a hunter, right?
Yeah.
That's trying to hit a pie plate now.
And don't know no better.
Yeah. I mean, that's no big deal for them.
Yep.
but for
big too. You know?
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's so many little minute things that you have learned over the years.
Yep.
And not just from watching people set up your bow, but watching the pros do things differently, the pros that came before you and the pros that you're with now. I mean, y'all talk about things. I mean, it is what it is.
Yep.
You're like, why does this work for you and not for me? And everybody's physical. Nobody's the same. If we were all the same, we'd all shoot the same brand, same air, same this. Nobody.
Just like golf swing, man.
100%. Nobody's the same, and you can't cookie cutter it. Nobody can just shoot like Levi. It doesn't work. Nobody can just shoot like, Curtis Broadnax. Nobody can shoot like. I'm not going to shoot like Curtis. That's not going to happen. Because my trigger's a little heavier than that. That's all I can say. But I am holding 21 pounds at an old man, and still holding 21 pounds. So, because I am the push-pull guy. I grew up with push-pull, so holding weight is a big deal. Now, I don't have as much weight on my bow as you and Mikey and friggin', some of them. That's ridiculous. But, and like I say, I'm an old man. So, but yeah. If you were going to start tomorrow shooting archery, just in hunting, let's just go hunting.
Okay.
Where would you go hunting? Like, where would you want to go hunting?
If I were to just go hunting.
Start, yeah. So, like, if you just like, hey, I'm looking to go hunting, what would you do?
Man. Well, it depends on if you got property or not. If you don't have any property to go to, or you don't have your friends any property, I'd look up WMAs, figure out places to go.
For sure.
Public property close by.
Yep.
But you would drive sucks. But you, since I was a little kid.
Yeah, but you would also lean on, local archery shops probably, because it could help you with hooking you up with the right people that had things, do things. Yeah. So, I mean, I understand that completely, because you're in Ohio, in the land of smiles.
Yeah. My dad
that's right. The land of smiles.
Yeah.
And y'all kill some good deer up there. And I mean, Ohio doesn't have little deer. And, but I mean, I'm just going to say it. Georgia deer are harder to hunt. Period.
Well, they are, but you know what? Now that everything's legal on, the north side, I don't know if it's necessarily that much harder. I mean, it definitely is harder, because the deer down here are smarter. But
you know why they're smarter?
Because
rednecks have thrown shit at them for the last 25 years. Oh, deer in Ohio don't look in the trees as they step out.
Yes, they
do. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No. I mean, no. You can't tell me that.
They didn't used to.
I mean, I understand that. You started, they're getting more spooky. There's no doubt about it. I understand that. But as a norm, there ain't a deer in this woods in the state of Georgia, that don't walk around like this all the time.
Well, right? What's aggravating is when you hang a brand new set and you ain't done anything there, everything, and they walk in and look straight up at it.
Yep.
And you're not you're not nothing. You're tucked in, and then boop.
There he is. Hey, they didn't get big by being dumb.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
This is a little sidetrack off topic. Did you watch that deer study mess with the thermal drones and stuff that guy did on YouTube?
I saw some of it. Yeah, I did watch some of it.
Man, that's really interesting.
It's very different than what we've been told. No doubt.
I think, the coolest part to me is the overall, just the thinking of deer travel just like we do. They travel to landmarks that are specifically for them. That's why, like, for example, deer never travel straight across the cutover, but they're going to walk by, just say there's a giant tree that sticks out. Well, they'll all walk by that one tree when they get, to that side as a landmark. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely neat, definitely. But that's for the that's the coolest part about everybody knows Curtis Broadnax as a professional archer, but you cut your teeth shooting animals.
Yeah, that's how I got
Period.
started, man.
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
Even shot some right-handed.
Yeah, well, nah, I didn't. I shot at
You
some
might have
right.
shot at Adam.
Yeah, yeah. Wearing the whole anchoring underneath the chin with a wrist rocket wasn't the move.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Is like everybody, but you learned archery from hunting
Yeah,
first.
100%. My dad taught me.
Yeah.
My dad got me into it. He grew me. I grew up with it.
He grew you up.
Yeah, he grew me up.
But yeah, that's the difference. Like, I mean, and you're a professional archer, and you've been on the. But there's several guys that've never been hunting. They just do this on the sports side.
Yeah,
and it's more and more than it used to be.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and all those countries in Europe, they don't hunt.
No, there's no hunting over there.
Not really.
No. I mean, it's not like no. I mean, that's the thing. Is internationally, hunting is not a thing, right? It's really not. As you take everywhere else. I mean, besides, people go from United States to Africa to shoot African animals, but I mean, hunting is number one in the United States. I mean, it really is. That's what drives the business still.
Yep. Well, and that's what's crazy to me is it's kind of off topic, but it ain't. But you look at all the total hunting bow sales, like in the U.S., and then you look at target bow sales and how insignificant they are in comparison to
for sure
the amount of hunting bows. That's so crazy.
But it's actually the numbers have changed. They have gone up 2 or 3, 4%.
Really?
In the years that I've been doing this, plus left-handed bows. Oh my gosh. And the reason being is it used to be 10% of the nation is left-handed. Does that make sense? Like less than 10% of the nation is left-handed, but 27% are left-eye dominant.
I'm one of those.
That makes a difference in sales of bows now that dominant eye is more prevalent than what hand do you write with,
And for all you at home, the best way to do this, if you're just sitting on your couch or whatever, you standing up, it don't matter. But whatever you're doing right now, you're watching this, take your hands, make a triangle, and pick out a spot on the wall, and then just bring it straight to your face.
Yeah, I seen your left eye.
Whichever eye you go to is your dominant one.
Well, I did that with some, so I teach homeschool class. We are off the topic, but we're talking about things that have to do with archery.
Yep.
I teach homeschool class, and some of the parents are, well, how do you know? I'm like, well, here, just put your eye, and instead of bringing it to their face, I said, all right, close your right eye. You moved it. I was like, I didn't move it. I didn't move it. Open both eyes again. It's back. All right. And I close your left eye. No, it's still there. I'm like, yeah. So your right eye dominant. Your dominant eye is what's going to stay. But the one mama goes, you moved it. I said, I didn't move nothing. The wall is still there. We were actually focusing on the back wall. I have a elite poster, and the big E in the middle of it. And I'm like, just put that big E in the hole and then close one eye and then close the other. I can't close the other eye. I said, well, I'm going to tell you right now, if you can't close the other eye, more than likely you're dominant in the one that the one you can close, you're dominant in the one you can't close. And they're like, how do you know that? I'm like, it's just part of it. Your eye, it's what you want to focus on. And there's been people who changed. I mean, Darren, love him to death, but he couldn't, he couldn't do it one way, so he had to turn around and do it the other,
That's right. And he's getting better and better at it, man. He's
100%
more confident, and he's really, I mean, he's so happy to still be able to get out there and shoot.
For sure, because he was ready to quit. There's no doubt about it. So I love Darren to death. He is the salt of the earth, and definitely an archery OG for sure.
Yeah,
I was in Texas when he won the shoot down in the windiest freaking, and his I love his post win interview. It was like, I just hammered it like Tim, wham, because the wind was blowing so bad. I mean, it blew how we have the signs out. That's the whoever, and this one's sponsored by whoever. Them signs blowed across the wall, the whole thing that day. And Tim was like, get on his knees to shoot that event. It was crazy. But look, man, I know we didn't talk enough with you tonight. Wish you the best of luck this weekend in Minden, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again with a win. I mean, that's the hope. Good luck to you. Is there anything you want to tell all of the audience?
Well, I want to tell you thank you for having me on here, first off. Second off, I want to tell all you guys that if you have any questions about archery, any questions about anything, you can always reach out to me on any of my social media platforms. Curtis_Broadnax at Instagram, and then Curtis Broadnax Professional Archer on Facebook. And I just want to see people do better, and if you got any questions, shoot me a message, anything like that. If you see me at Ace or something, go Circle Ace, which is the most helpful place.
Ace is the place.
Yeah, just say hey, talk to me, whatever. I'm pretty down to earth, try to be.
He's pretty approachable.
And, I want to give another shout out too. I want to say thank you, John, for all the help that you give me through the years. I appreciate it.
Oh, I ain't done nothing. I'm just a cheerleader.
Yeah.
So, but I have enjoyed watching you grow in this sport for sure. I mean, like I said, it's just you were shooting for Ace before I was at Ace. Just watching you grow, mature in this sport, to keep moving forward, and to watch the things that have happened with the companies that you've represented, and the things that have gone on. It's great. Like I said, we just had one kid sign for an archery scholarship, and we had some others in the past that went for archery scholarships, and I just like to watch, like I said, the same thing. I just want to see everybody get better. And so that's what my goal is to watch everybody get better. I'm sorry that this old man doesn't get better.
Come on,
but yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I like I said, I went to the first two. I'm not going to Minden, but I have been talked into going to Kentucky, so I'm probably gonna head up to Kentucky and shoot that event. So. Because I missed it. The crowd, the friends, the people I've met through the years, and seeing all the guys, and then seeing all the youngins that now are mature and doing their thing. It's just cool to watch in general, and see all our buddies that we still talk about. I mean, I know you don't understand, but we talk about our glasses. Can't see nothing.
I can't say too much on that, man, because I don't want to jinx myself.
Yeah, but and we talk about our aches and our pains. But I will say one thing that I'm just going to throw it out there, because if anybody has listened to this long and this point, I want somebody to, in the comments, do you believe that we should have a 40 to 50 age group class? We need to break the 20-year-olds. I mean, that was my most depressing time of shooting, was from 40 to 50. I'm not gonna lie, because I couldn't compete. I just didn't feel that I could compete anymore, because 40-year-olds can't compete with 20-year-olds. I don't know. I mean, we have senior class, so we just call it almost senior class, semi-senior. I don't know. But I do believe that we need that class. I really do. That was some of the reason that I just waited. I'm gonna wait till I turn 50 and go shoot with the boys again, because then I feel comfortable. Because, oh my God, it's the hardest thing in the world to go, I can't beat that little 18, 20-year-old. It's just not gonna happen. You know, nobody ever counts down to try to get older, right? You do when you're to get to 16, to get 21. After that, I don't want to be old. But there was times I was like, I am ready to be in the 50-year-old class. And I have had some of the most fun since I've been in that senior class. There's no doubt in my mind. We have and it's just it has relit me wanting to not just shoot well, but have fun doing it, you know?
That's what it's all about.
And that's what it's all about. And that's why I have enjoyed it tremendously. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. Take someone, teach them how to shoot a bow. It will last them a lifetime. Until next time, I'm Big John. That's big time. It will. And we'll see you.